In this video guide, we're going to talk about centering a div element in a HTML page using Dreamweaver. So right now you are seeing an empty page in Dreamweaver. I'm just going to create another one. And if you're interested, if you are not expert, you can get to the channel and we have an entire Dreamweaver video course. So I'm going to go quick here. I'm just going to create a new document, assuming that you know how to, do the most the simplest things. So I will create a new HTML document, and in here I want to place a div that I will use to center and to do this example of centering vertically and horizontally in the page in the browser. So I have a browser here and I have a HTML page. I don't have a CSS, so I'm going to go in the CSS designer panel and create a new in page style. So I want to do this directly in the head of the document. I don't want to create a new CSS external file. Just to be quick, I'm going to use an internal. Otherwise, you need to define a site and create an external CSS, etc. Now I'm going to insert from the insert panel a specific div with a specific ID. It's not going to be a class, it's going to be an ID. And I'm going to call this test container because we know that divs can be, the meaning of div is division. And I'm going to place this just after the body tag. And so we can use that for anything. We can use that for a graphic. We can use that for the entire website. So if I put the entire website inside this container, then everything will be applied to whatever is going to go inside that container. So we'll just create a container. And to make it more visible, I will go back to CSS Designer. If I don't see anything here, just move from the splits, from the live code and to the page, and then it should unlock. And there you go. Now I have selector, the one that I need to create a new selector for that new div. Now you can create selectors for whatever you want. So you can create it for the body. If you select the container and then click on create new selector, it's going to create a new selector for the container. So the first thing we're going to do is change the background right away so we can see what's happening. And now we don't have any dimension for that div, just a long extending div. So I'm going to go to the properties of in the layout part. I'm going to change this and give some specific information for the width and the height. So we have a nice rectangle that we can see and that we can play with. There we go. So that could be already our element, graphic element that we can work with, or it could be just the site example or placeholder. But let's make something more here using the CSS designer panel. I want to go down and let's work with the borders, for example. So I want to use a really thin border. So let's put like 3 pixels in there. And I want to put this on every side. And let's give it a style. So you see you have different styles you can play with. And you can also apply a color to that border. And I'm gonna make it just a little bit thicker. And well, I'm gonna stick with dashed, I think. But you can try all the others if you want. This just to have a nice view and clear view of the div that we are working with so that we can play furthermore. Now we can also add radius, but I'm going to show you something extra. So if I go in the CSS document or in the CSS style in the head, I can use the snippets. CSS snippets are really handy when it comes to applying a specific effect or an animation or whatever. So I'm just going to go here and double click on create rounded corners, and you see it's going to insert the code that I need to create the rounded corners right away. Now the only thing is that the text is kind of going a little bit outside the edge, so I'm gonna center the text. So you also have a text alignment that you can work with. And I'm gonna play also with the background here again. So if you wanna make something more interesting rather than a unique color, you can also use gradients. You can also change the degrees of the rotation of the gradient. Just going to do a linear gradient, but you can play with this. You can make it also repeated. You can repeat the gradient, and there you go. So let me just delete the background, and there you go. Now it updated. So that looks like a button or something. Now gradient are not so used nowadays. So just to give you a quick demonstration, if you want, you can use the gradient. You can use an image. Just delete the gradient first, so you don't need to overwrite information. Just use a color, use a gradient, or use an image. Now I want to use the image that I created with GIMP, which is an open source alternative to Photoshop. And then I can resize the image. I can make it repeated, or I can make it just once, and then I'm just going to decrease the size. I'm going to make 400, 200 pixels, just like the dimension of the div, so it fits perfectly. And so we can work with this now. The text is not visible anymore, but we don't really care about that. It's just an example. And then you have other stuff here like background, alignment, etc., etc. I want to add some shadow also to make things a little bit more interesting, and a blurriness to the shadow. So you can make a shadow effect. You can also make a shadow with a color, and it's going to look like a glow rather than a shadow. So I'm going to change the position. I want this shadow, which has become a glow, to be just right behind, center behind. Okay, now that we played a little bit with the div and the CSS rules and designers, I want to go and define the position of this. So now that it's pretty visible and pretty clear. So you can see now it's going from on the top left corner. Now, if I want to center only horizontally, that's pretty easy. I'm just going to go in the margins and leave the others to 0, only set to auto the left and the right margin. And that's going to do the trick. So you don't need to do anything else. If you want to center your website, your element in the page, it's like that. You don't need to do anything else. Now that goes for the horizontal centering. Now, if we want to also center vertically, well, in that case, we need to change the position. We need to make it absolute, because with the static, we cannot change the top. So here, I'm going to go back to the margins, delete the previous margins, the auto margins, and now position this with pixels. So this needs to be half of the height and half of the width of your element. And then you need to also add a minus sign in front of those. And you will see that it will go in the origin of the page, which is 0, 0, x0, epsilon 0, which is perfectly fine. You need to have the element centered at the corner of the page at the moment. And that needs to go like that. It needs to be half of the width and half of the height. And then position absolute and change this to 50% top and 50% from the left. And this should do the trick. So now we have a nice centered element. Now to make a test, we can preview it right here. It doesn't work really well. So to do the final test, we're going to go in the preview in the browser. So you need to save the document. If you use the image, you need to save the image, and that's it. So this is the final test, and it works perfectly. You can see it's perfectly centered in the middle of the page, vertical, horizontal, center, perfect. So that's all we're gonna do in this video, in this guide, in this lesson. So I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, if you want to stay updated, please subscribe to the channel. If you want to support us and thank us, join the channel as a supporter. And please also check our other courses and videos about web design and graphic design and 3D design and much, much more. We have a lot of videos in the channel. So go in the search bar, type what you're looking for, you will find it definitely. Thanks for watching. See you in the next.